There's notes in the database.
Finally! You're here! This is urgent, so I'll cut to the chase. Yes, I can't find him! He's not answering his in all the time since I took him. Core? Parts of it's been 13 hours since he last contacted me. I looked everywhere and couldn't find him, so I checked the look at his last work objectives entry. Of the heart, of the mirror. I knew it! I asked.
Brother Arlen is a grown man with his own plan.
I couldn't get them to listen at all, so... oh, Peppy! Peppy's my dog. Arlen's look. Peppy knows Arlen's scent. Yes! Think of... wouldn't that... oh, let's go together! Think of the space station as your home. That's Professor Capote? Are you sure Arlen was here, Peppy? Weird. Why would he visit this? Look at all his fans. Behold, the winner of the most awesome... Huh, it's better if
I must confess that I too was terrified. Petrified even. But that light was the
Master Capote thinks about...
Oh, it's you. Long time no see. I'm a bit busy here. If it's not a... Arlen? Yes. I know him. After all, forgive me.
Insert dramatic pause and sudden...
Everyone knows the
Wait a minute.
We need to update Master Capote's life wiki.
Anyway, I regrettably seems like you, Captain Arlen, answers are can't.
His words,
So
I can't let him.
don't I did.
Stop looking,
Master Capote.
even if you...
Could you think I need to give?
No need to bother.
Wow, the cringe.
They went through everything. Well,
I can't let him.
You really know. Now let me tell you exactly.
Wait, Master Capote.
That's right. Even we don't.
Leave it to us.
Wow, the cringe is strong.
They went through everything with you. Well,
I can't let him get away like...
dare to utter such a... Listen here. Please not threaten to kill me while you're at it.
Master Capote is so courageous.
He said the exact...
Yes, the part about...
I'm gonna print out the
Transcript? I didn't think a clue like that would suddenly... This is the one who mentioned the
Hey, you've been...
I bet
You even met...
you must be...
We're on the same... Think of the space station as your home. What happened to you, Arlen? Why did you have to get that sleazy Yeah, I guess that's a... This handwriting looks familiar. Against the scorching sun, a beautiful flower will never endure. Yuck, so slimy. Looks like a candid shot. There's a figure that's not quite in the shot. So Arlen did go to see Professor Capote. Ugh, even the space station handbook doesn't get updated this frequent. Is this? So, so that's how. I need to talk to him. Peppy, is your... And the security departments. There are still remnants of the Antimatter Legion in the space. That's it?
Clemency? Never heard of it.
A guest with no manners, huh? Who's the lucky one today? I'll contain them. Let's rock! Oh.
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all!
What are you doing here? Then be careful. There's still Legion remnants in the air. Arlan isn't here right now, so we need to step up the space station security. Spare no effort.
Yes, Brother Don Hung.
Yes, but I suggest you don't bother him.
Brother Arlen's special trial? He's a man of
That trial. I bet it's even more intense than physical training.
I think it must have something to do with the mind.
No way. Brother Arlen's trial wouldn't be as simple as just standing under a waterfall. I think he wants...
They're not correct, but not wrong. Arlan came to me to learn how to manage pressure from his boss, so I sent him to March. If he can manage her, then he has nothing to fear.
That might be a... Brother Arlen runs like a horse and fights like a bear. I think that's a great metaphor.
Arlan and I decided to switch our assignments. He went with March to investigate a suspicious crystal, that's all. He gave me a pass for access across the space station while on patrol.
I found a broken ceiling tile. This mark, it must be...
Move aside. What kind of clue is that? This floor tile I found is way better. Look at the footprint.
He said he read an anonymous handwritten journal in the space station. It contained 36 different strategies to do with managing pressure from... It also contained some information on trials. Firstly, trial of the heart. One needs to ignore... Secondly, trial of the mirror. Like a mirror's reflection. Lastly, trial of the self. One places oneself within that... I believe he came to me to complete the trial of them. No? He didn't say. And I didn't ask.
Brother Arlen doesn't need a reason to improve himself.
Brother Arlen is a fierce fighter with an eye for detail. If you don't understand his reason for doing things, maybe that's because you're too
He's just staying ahead of the game is all. He's the space station's cold-hearted hawk.
If you want to find Arlan, just contact.
Job pressure? How to manage your... Arlen, I'm sorry. I never knew I was giving you so much... I need... Look how smashed up the ceiling tile is. Arlen... Oh, there's a photo of Pep. I got Arlen to look after Peppy because maybe he printed out Peppy's picture. It's Arlen's shoe size, all right? Maybe even these shoes are... Yeah. Peppy?
So Peppy can locate March just by looking at a photo of her. Is he really using scent to track?
What a cute doggy! Oh, you're here too. He was, but not anymore. He wanted to go investigating on his own, so I let him. He kept harping on about Don Hung being a true warrior. Oh, he did say that completing an assignment with me would help him complete the final. It felt like he learned a lot from me. Then again, everyone has a lot to learn. We were investigating suspicious crystals together, but he said it was all pointless if he couldn't transform himself. I could tell he was giving himself a lot of pressure, so I gave him a suggestion. I told him actions speak louder than words when you want to prove yourself. I was just thinking out loud, really. I had no idea what kind of But when he heard that, he said Mr. Don Hung was right, and then he just left. I took a photo of him. He was doing one of those tough guy walks. Come to think of it, maybe I shouldn't have left him alone. Take me with you if you're going after him.
That enemy certainly isn't friendly. Move carefully.
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another? Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
My tempo!
The truth of life and death, of this century, is but a vision. This should be securely stored.
I read that a Stellaron's internal fluctuations will cause a fragmentum. Did Arlen?
Hey, relax. I've seen plenty of Stellarons. It'll be...
I hope Arlen is safe.
Lady Asta, you... I've never seen anything like this before. It looks like some kind of new entity. It must have mutated after...
Move carefully.
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all! This song's just for you. Turn up the volume.
Fights are like gambling. You have to choose when to strike. Gotcha! Better late than never.
Step aside. I have
No interest in stoking conflict.
Enough.
Pretty good crowd today.
Stay calm.
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all!
Clemency? Never heard of it. The time is now. The truth of life and death. Reveal this century is but a vision.
Are you okay, my lady?
Arlen,
Lady Asta? Why are you crying?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
It's all my fault. I've been putting too much on your plate, and that's why you looked up ways to manage the pressure. I honestly didn't realize that these things would bring you. I just want to say I'm sorry.
My lady, you didn't give me any pressure.
Arlen, you don't need to hide this from me any longer. He and I know all about the trials you're putting your. If you can't forgive me right now, then I'll reflect further and find a way to.
But, my lady.
Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate conversations with you, and the evidence is. Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate, and the evidence is. This limited edition snapshot. This was taken by a member of the Master Capote fan club less than 24 hours ago and stopped responding to messages in the same. No need to launch your defense. We haven't got to the core. This evidence is a bit of a stretch. Do we? This handwritten fan reply. This is your handwriting, Arlen. No need to explain. This is Professor Capote's autograph, all right. But you can't hide your handwriting. The way you join your letters is no different to your child.
I did write this for.
You're head of the security department. You don't have anything to do with Professor Capote. Don't go spilling the beans, just. This evidence is a bit of a stretch. Master Capote's Life Wiki. This transcript records what you asked Capote to help you with. Here, we can see a bossy manager, and you being asked clearly. Professor Capote is unlike. I am the source of.
My lady, I did speak to Professor Capote, and I did ask him something, but they had nothing to do with you. I've never experienced any.
Oh, Arlen, won't you accept my apology? I'll just have to show you more evidence. We know the essence of your trial of the heart, and we also know that you asked Dunhung to help you complete the trial of. I'm so sorry, Arlen. Until I spoke with Dunhung, I never realized how.
Miss,
Hold it. This isn't just any old station pass, is it, huh? A photo?
Lady Asta.
No, Arlen. You don't need to find excuses for your actions. The combination of your simulated conversations with it points to one thing. Me getting you to look after Peppy is the... You even printed out a photo of Peppy to constantly remind yourself to look after... I know exactly what message you're trying to drill into yourself by sticking this photo onto your pad.
My lady, don't you think that's a long... Lady Asta, please! I always try to complete every assignment you give me, regardless of whether it's with the... I really like...
Asta, I don't think Arlan is upset with you.
But Arlen doesn't have any other bosses. Who else would it be? March, he asked to accompany you so he could learn how to manage his...
What? Arlan wanted to go on assignments just to experience Q. Good thing I let him go alone. My calming influence would have ruined his... Guess I made the right decision after all. What did he say? That I'm good at solving people's...
Arlen, all I want you to understand is how sincerely I'm reflecting on my actions. Please, but... Stop! Arlen, I understood the level of stress you're dealing with as soon as I saw this...
Didn't I take that photo?
I'm always giving you tasks and assignments, but I never actually see how you take to the battle. When I saw this photo, when I saw you fighting alone just now, I'm just sorry that I gave you the stress of all my private affairs on top of all these.
My lady, I'm very touched. I started this trial because of Madame Herta.
What?
Whenever she's back on the space station, Madame Herta assigns me things outside the security department remit. Even if I dared to refuse, I wouldn't know how. She's just... Whether it's helping her test some new specimen, or looking for ancient documents I've never even heard. Assignments like those were okay before the invasion. But now, I need to focus on...
Aha! So you're trying to learn how to reject Herta and then put it into practice.
Yes. I found an anonymous handwritten journal while I was cleaning up. It mentioned 36 different strategies for relieving pressure. Yes. I'm sorry, my lady.
So, you don't...
I've never felt pressured around you.
All right. It's all a misunderstanding. You two should reflect on, right? Yep, I always say what I'm... You keep saying that.
Thank you for helping Lady Asta. And...
You're welcome. Although if you really want to thank me, let me play Hollow Disc with Peppy.